planning a trip outside of the country for a vacation or maybe a permanent home, many of you would think of places like Paris, England, Ireland, or even Australia, but not Belize. Belize is a country located in Central America along the Caribbean Sea. It is bordered by two more familiar countries, Mexico and Guatemala. Now, when people are planning vacations, many of them don't think of countries like Belize, so a lot of people don't know a lot about them. Therefore, today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the country and help you to understand the country of Belize. In 2013, I had the opportunity to visit Belize along with my college group from church. We went there to minister to the people. It was a great experience, and I got to see a little bit of the country, and what I did get to see was very beautiful yet humbling at the same time. Belize has a unique lifestyle or way of living, people, and geography. So in order to understand this beautiful country, we will discuss each of these and take a mini trip to the country of Belize. Now, like any other country, Belize has its own lifestyle or way of living. Religion is very important there, and over half the population are Catholics. Other religions, such as Anglican or Pentecostal, can be found scattered throughout the people. According to BelizeFacts.com, most Belizeans believe in superstition or folklore stories. So, for example, most Belizeans will not swim in the river or sea on Good Friday. They believe that this will bring bad luck or misfortune upon them and their families. Currency is also different in Belize in value and appearance. The Belizean dollar is 2 times the US dollar. So, for example, if I bought something in Belize and it was 20 Belizean dollars, I would pay $10 US. I have some coins here left from my trip that I brought to share with you today. This is the $1 coin, and they don't have $1 bills, they have coins. This is the 25-cent piece, and it looks a little bit like our quarter. The government in Belize is parliamentary democracy, and like here in the U.S., there's a separation between the executive, legislative, and judicial branch. But Belize has a prime minister instead of a president, so that's one of the big differences between the U.S. and Belize. Transportation is also a big deal in Belize. There are people flying in, flying out, and traveling all over the country. The Belizeans use forms of transport like cars, buses, horses, bikes, or most of them even walk. According to John in his blog, Island Life Moved to Belize, in 2012 the price of gasoline was $11.40 Belizean dollars per gallon. Now, I'd probably be one of the Belizeans people to walk because I would not like to pay $11 per gallon of gas. Speaking of the Belizean people, we can't talk about the country without discussing her residents. Belize is considered to be a small melting pot with many people groups all throughout the country. The Mestizos are the largest people group of Belize, and they are of the Spanish and Maya descent. The Creoles are the second largest people group, and these people are given credit for introducing the famous beans and rice dish to Belize, which is very popular there and is served with almost every meal. The Maya are the third largest people group, and these are the people you see scattered all throughout the country, and they make and sell things to raise profit for their families and to send their kids to school. These are a few bracelets that I brought back with me from the country that you can see how they hand make everything and sell it to raise money for their families. Other people groups such as the Mennonite, Chinese, and Arabs have also made Belize their permanent home, but at a small percent. Many North Americans have made Belize their permanent home, just to escape the hectic life here in the U.S. While there, we ran into a man who was from Virginia, and he said he just wanted to relax and get away from the rat race of life here in America, so he moved to Belize. So Belize is for everyone. There are so many people groups located throughout the country. Now that we have talked about the people of Belize, their lifestyle, and the country itself, let's talk about its geography. Being located in Central America, Belize has so many beautiful nature sites and beautiful geography. There are many resorts and vacation spots, and according to BelizeFactsheet.com, nearly 1 million tourists visit Belize annually, and almost 70% of them are from North America. But just like there are many resorts and pretty places throughout the country, there are also many villages and areas of poverty, where the people who live here just don't have as much as others. So they would have homes made of straw and wood or even scrap metal. So depending on where you travel throughout the country, people change as well as their homes. While traveling through the country, you can see many species of wildlife. And according to Consinjo.bz, There are many species of mammals, amphibians, and reptiles. There are over 56 plus species of snakes, and thank goodness while we were in Belize we did not run into any snakes. Belize is also known as a birder's paradise, with over 500 species of birds. And from experience, I can tell you, wherever you go in Belize, you will either hear or see a bird. There are birds everywhere, as pets or just out in the open. Belize is also known for their beautiful beaches, and the most popular ones are located on the Placencia Peninsula. And there's warm waters, you're right on the Caribbean, and pretty sand, and we got to experience one of the beaches on our last day there. And even though it was a cloudy day, it was still a great experience with beautiful scenery. Now, unfortunately, our mini trip to Belize has ended here. But Belize is a beautiful country with many variety and so much opportunity there. They have a unique lifestyle, people, and geography. So I hope today you learned a little bit more about the country of Belize. And maybe one day you could travel there and experience everything the country has to offer.